In this video, we will learn how to format accessible Microsoft Word documents. Documents that are formatted to be accessible will work with assistive technology. Many users of assistive technology, especially screen reader users, will navigate or skim a document by bringing up a list of headings, lists, or links. So a key idea in creating accessible documents is to structure your document so that users of assistive technology will have access to the key navigation points that they need. Other key ideas include adding alternative text to images and tables, controlling white space, and determining the logical reading order of your content. It's also important to use the built-in controls to format your document and use tools such as the Accessibility Checker to identify and fix issues that could cause problems for people with disabilities. So let's get started. Headings. Let's take a look at how to format headings. Format the main headings in the document as heading level 1. An example of this would be chapters in a book or sections of an annual report. Format subheadings as heading level 2. For example, subsections within a chapter. Format additional subheadings as heading level 3, and so on as needed, maintaining the hierarchy H1, H2, H3, etc. Format headings. To format your headings, select the text that you would like to style. Go to the Styles panel and choose the appropriate heading level. Formatting headings with styles has other advantages as well. You can use a list of headings to set up a linked table of contents, and your links can be used as additional navigation points in the navigation pane. To view the navigation pane, go to the View tab and check the box by Navigation Pane. Formatting headings this way is an example of a universal design feature. Headings are necessary for users of assistive technology, but are beneficial for all users. Modify the heading. You may want to change the visual look of the default heading style. The default headings in Microsoft Word are typically a lower contrast light blue. It's a good idea to change that to a more readable text with better contrast. To modify the headings and customize them with your own font, size, and color choices, right-click the heading in the Styles panel and select Modify. Another advantage to formatting your headings with styles is ease of use. Any updates or changes that you want to make to your heading, once saved, will be applied to all of the headings with the same styles applied. Lists. Now let's take a look at formatting lists. Using list styles will identify to a screen reader that there is a list and the number of items in the list. Using list styles will also preserve list formatting when exporting a file to another format. Highlight the list items, go to the Paragraph Styles group on the Home tab, and select Numbered or Bulleted List. Hyperlinks. Creating hyperlinks with meaningful context is also important for users of assistive technology and is beneficial for all users. Instead of using links such as click here or more, hypertext links should make sense out of context. Microsoft Word provides the ability to add a URL hyperlink with a field to indicate the text to display. To add a hyperlink, highlight the text, go to the Insert tab, select Hyperlink in the Links group, enter the text to display and the URL address. Tables. Using table styles helps ensure appropriate table structure with adequate header row and helps preserve logical reading order. To add a table with a header row, go to Insert on the Word ribbon. In the Tables section, click on the drop-down arrow and select the number of rows and columns for your table. Select the inserted table by clicking its border. When the table is selected, click on Table Design, and in the Table Styles Options group, place a check in the Header Row checkbox. Color and contrast. Colors must have sufficient contrast between text color and background. This includes text on images, icons, and buttons. Also, colors used to convey information on diagrams, maps, and other types of images. Third-party color contrast analyzers can be used to help you evaluate whether the color contrast of your document is appropriate. This is very important for individuals with low vision, but good color contrast improves readability in general. Also, do not use color as the sole indicator of information. For example, do not use the color red as the sole means of identifying required information. You could also include an asterisk and a key denoting which symbols indicate information that is required. Alternative text. Add alternative text descriptions, alt text, to all meaningful images. To determine whether an image needs alt text, determine the purpose of the image. Images generally fall into one of three categories: informational, decorative, or functional. For example, used as a button or link. If the purpose of the image is to convey information or meaning, informational, determine what information the image is conveying and write a short, concise text description that will convey that information. Use complete sentences with proper punctuation when writing alt text descriptions. For this image, I am adding the description, person using laptop and wearing headphones. Avoid using abbreviations or acronyms unless they have been previously defined. Do not duplicate information present in a caption. If the image is decorative, Microsoft Office Applications alt text entry now includes the functionality to mark the image as decorative. If the image performs a function, the alt text should indicate the purpose of the image. For example, link to homepage. A couple of other alt text tips for Microsoft Office applications. Do not add information in the title field. It will not export to other formats, including PDF or HTML. If the image is decorative, use the Mark as Decorative checkbox. To add alt text to a table, right-click to select the table, choose Table Properties, and select the alt text option. Enter a brief description of the table and click OK. For this table, I am adding the description, universities listed by ID, institution number, type, and status. Paragraphs and white space. Use built-in paragraph styles to control the white space rather than using the return key to add blank lines. Line spacing options are available in the Layout menu, and you can choose to add additional lines and spaces before or after paragraphs. Using the accessibility checker. Microsoft Word has a built-in accessibility checker that will inspect your document and produce a report noting accessibility errors and warnings such as missing alt text and unclear hyperlinks. To access the accessibility checker, go to the Review ribbon and select Check Accessibility. Save as PDF. Microsoft Word includes the option to save and export accessible formatting, including the headings and alt text, when the Word document is saved as a PDF. To export your Word doc as an accessible PDF, go to File, Save As. From the Save As Type drop-down menu, choose PDF and click on the options. The PDF will include bookmarks for navigation and structure, while also retaining other accessibility features, including the formatted lists and alternative text descriptions. Tags, which will enhance functionality for screen reader accessibility, are added when the PDF is saved in this manner. Accessible Microsoft Word documents work better for all users by providing structured headings for navigation, hyperlinks with context, adequate color and contrast, images with alternative text, and properly formatted tables, lists, and whitespace. Also be sure to use the Accessibility Checker and to export your accessible documents to other formats. This will ensure you improve both the user experience and accessibility for all users.